Alright, so here's my audience and my note cards that are one-sided. Alright, so when was the last time that you had a vacation or a getaway? How long has it been since you've taken time out of this crazy life to just relax? Turns out, a plethora of studies show that traveling can have benefits to both your mental and physical health for those who do it regularly. You just must have the right motive behind leaving home. Now, what do I mean by right motive? Well, you have to want to have the most beneficial type of travel experience for your health, right? You don't experience that unwanted stress that so many people deal with while on vacation. You always hear from others how relaxing their time away was, and yet you never have the pleasure of experiencing the same thing. Why is that? It may be because they are planning their vacation ahead of time and specifically setting time aside to help and better themselves while you are not. They are participating in something called wellness tourism. Today we'll look at what wellness tourism is, two types of it, the benefits, and how it affects our older population. First, we need to talk about what health really is. The World Health Organization describes it to be, and I quote, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity, unquote. Next, we need to look at what wellness tourism is. Fort Hays State University, last accessed August 8th, 2023, says that a growing segment of the travel industry that focuses on experiences designed to improve physical, psychological, and spiritual well-being. Some key benefits of wellness tourism include opportunities to gain skills, improve self-esteem, increase awareness of nature, improve physical fitness, improve self-transcendence, and can even lead to self-reinvention. It can also help to improve a tourist's quality of life, which PubMed Central, last accessed January 9th, 2023, describes as reflecting personal goals, expectations, standards, and views on life. Main aspects of wellness tourism include physical fitness, environmental health, psychological fitness, and quality of life. Now, there are a few types of wellness tourism. Stereotypically, what do you think of when imagining a health-related vacation? Personally, I imagine spas. Well, in the past, spas have been exclusively linked to this type of tourism. However, now it's only one of the many, many options. The PMC article goes on to discuss two types of wellness tourism. The first being the generic spa tourism. Now, spa tourism is mainly exercised through the use of hot spring spas. Hot spring spas are used all over the world by wellness tourists in pursuit of certain benefits. These benefits include overall health, physical fitness, and sleep. And now we also have forest tourism. And forest tourism is exactly what it sounds like. The forest is full of many helpful particles. These include plant essence, negative oxygen ions, plant fungicides, and these particles help to improve your respiratory function, your immunity, your cardiovascular health, and in the winter, forest can also induce psychological relaxation. A subcategory of forest tourism is forest therapy. Forest therapy decreases your blood pressure, increases your parasympathetic nervous activity. This is something that gets boosted during relaxing situations. It also lowers the heart rate of those who participate. Next, we are going to look at the benefits of wellness tourism. Wellness tourism has been proven to make people feel happier and less stressed. The PMC 2023 article discovered that the longer trip you go on, the longer the psychological marker for stress stayed reduced after your trip was over. Green environments were proven not only to help stress, but also leads to a significant decrease in the probability of one getting or having type 2 diabetes, premature death from hypertension, cardiovascular disease, stress disorder, or premature delivery for pregnant women. A better quality of life is generally achieved, especially in older adults returning from any type of retreat. This is because they take over their lives again, in a sense, after they apply the elements that they just learned from their wellness retreat and implement them in their lives. Overall, travel has been proven to make people feel calmer. It increases their participation in their social life, makes them more enthusiastic, they feel more energetic, it promotes their family unity, and even leads to better problem solving while at work. Now, going back to what I said a minute ago about older adults, this group of people is a crowd that should be pushed to travel more often. And I'll tell you why that is. When the older generation goes to retirement, unfortunately that leads to less social interaction because they are no longer working, and less social interaction leads to depression and loneliness, which can have some effects on their mental health, resulting in dementia and other problems. A different PubMed Central article, last accessed on April 18th, 2024, condensed some research and found that traveling lowered the cognitive decline rate, as well as the loneliness in this age group. That same article cites a study that shows the correlation between travel and cognitive function, or cognitive decline in older adults, and here are the findings. So as you can see, people who traveled internationally had a higher cognitive function than those who did not, as well as a lower level in loneliness and depressive symptoms. The PMC 2024 article also remarks that no matter what type of travel, whether it be just day trips, extensive overnight ones, the generation's interest in life actually increases. This drives up their social interaction level and decreases the likelihood of experiencing cognitive decline due to social isolation. Even simple things as like interactions with servers or staff highly impact their loneliness levels. And this study is worth noting that even just local travel, as you can see, was helpful in preventing the cognitive decline in our older generation. Alright, so today we discussed and explored wellness tourism, what it is, the benefits, the types of it, and effects on elders. All this said, what if it just isn't a good option for you right now? You're out of luck? Nope. Just getting out of your neighborhood is an option. Stanford University, last accessed March 3rd, 2024, says that, quote, engaging in new activities can achieve similar benefits, like meeting people of different cultures, engaging in more outdoor physical activity, unplugging while on staycation, visiting nearby places you haven't been to yet, giving back to your community, and meditating could bestow similar mental, emotional, and physical benefits. All in all, whether you're someone who just needs a break from life or you want to experience the many benefits of wellness tourism, now you know that there are options out there. You don't even have to leave your neighborhood.